Good morning and welcome to my living room in Bavaria, my very messy living room today. I am going to be doing some live readings. I haven't done it here on YouTube in forever. I have been doing it on my Facebook page recently. So let's get you all sorted. I'm going to share the link on Facebook to get some to join in, and I have a few reads listed from the World Divination group on Facebook, World Divination Association that is, and the World Lenormand Association, and also our Kipper card group, etc. Just bear with me one moment while I share. And then we'll get down to getting some cards out. I have Lenormand, Gypsy cards, and the Kipper cards waiting for your questions. And I am getting the chat started. And don't be shy. Anything that you want to ask, just jump in and do so. There we go. Hi. Thank you for coming on. Do you have a question for me today before I jump into the questions that I have to do? I am just sharing. And I'm going to start jumping into reads. So I have a few on my list of to-dos from we have a crossroads post in the World Divination Association. 1 second. So the first question we are going to answer is for Sunshine Tarot in the World Divination Association group. What advice do I need to follow as I have joined a new organization this week? Work reads are my favorites. Thought I'd drop one. Ooh, interesting. So Sunshine Tarot, in your organization that you have joined, there are a lot of people in the mix. The Kipper cards have a great people deck, and it seems that there is, maybe with the people that are already there, already a little bit of a power struggle or some kind of struggle where one person doesn't trust the other. Some levels of management aren't really seeing eye to eye, and the best advice I can give you is that there is a guy there, a male colleague or male boss, who is the side you should choose. He is the person that can mentor you the best. There is also perhaps an older woman in the mix, and she may be full of herself but may not have the best footholding in the organization, or maybe not have, good morning Diane, maybe not have the respect of others that she should have. So go with the dude, follow the dude. He will be your best step forward. He will be able to give you the best training, etc., or information on the inside information on the organization. Hi, thank you for loving my channel. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for coming along. Hi, Lynn. Okay, so the questions. Oh, I like that one, Diane. I'll do that one too. I'm dropping cards. Lisa, what will Jack's next job be, please? We know that I love my work reads. Quite interesting, Lisa. Jack's next job is going to be an offer that's incoming, and it's going to involve you in some way. You are either going to, it's going to be close to home, perhaps it's going to be a job that you may have already thought that he should apply for or should go for, and an offer will come in from this place, but it's something that you are going to say, are going to see this job available, or just say to him, why don't you go and ask such and such, and it's going to come through you, the route to the next job. So if you already have something in mind for him, open your mouth and make sure that he does something about it. Diane. Oh, Diane, my question is, how does Caleb feel towards, okay, how does Caleb feel towards this? I should have put my glasses on, really. Diane, this one's for you. Ooh, he feels very excited. Caleb is very excited about, what's the name, sorry? Tesnime, sorry. I can't say it properly. Can I say Tez to make it easier for me? He's very excited about Tez. Very, very much so. He feels like all his ducks are in a row. He feels like it's exactly what he wanted, the kind of person that is amazing and probably is full of, will he go? So Diana, are you talking about you when you say, how does Caleb feel towards? If that's the case, he is absolutely full of joy and wonderful. Okay, got it. He's absolutely full of excitement and wonderfulness. I would also say that he is also very much a single person. So he's living as somebody, what's the best way of putting it? Not bachelor life, but definitely a guy about town life who's very full of himself. He knows his worth, probably. And he does have very exciting feelings towards you. Will he call me soon because we don't talk? I'm not sure if, obviously, how much contact you have had or anything like that. The question was, will he contact you soon? I would suggest that you may be the one that has to contact him. There is definite contact in the future, but it doesn't necessarily come from him. It may come through a friend, like a channel, like a middle person, the first contact. So there will be contact, but I think you may have to instigate it in some way. You may have to be the driving force or the pushing in some way. Let me look at other questions. Thank you, Saga. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you. Lynn, what does he feel about me now? Lynn, what does he feel about me now? I'm using Kipper cards for all of these so far. He has a great admiration for you, Lynn. He feels that you thank you. 1 second, we've got someone coming in. Okay, Lynn, you have someone in spirit as well that's coming through, and we have okay, you are very, Lynn, you are a friendly person, but you have your walls built up around you. You have some form of protection that you keep yourself so that perhaps you can't get hurt, for example. And this person has a great admiration for you, but they would not know how to break that down. Got goosebumps now. They would not know how to come in. You have been this person for a long time. You have, I don't know, you are very hard to get close to. Let's put it that way. He does feel like you are a wonderful human being, but he doesn't know how to do anything about the walls. He probably can't even figure out what the inside you is, because it's like a facade, if you like, where he doesn't let people through, or you don't let people through, sorry. So we have lots of comments. Who is your life partner, Sagar? Do you have a life partner, or are you wanting to know who your future life partner is? Just pop it in the comments and I will do you. Who is your life partner? Please pop if you have a current life partner and you want me to describe them, or if you're looking for a life partner. Diane, I would absolutely make the first move, because if you don't, I'm not sure anything would happen. You don't have the right now. Okay. So I'm truly sorry if I say your name incorrectly. My intention is set based on your YouTube username. So, ooh, okay. Oh, interesting. Saga, again, I'm really sorry for saying your name. Oh, good, I got it right. Okay, Saga. I would suggest that you have either a partner in your life now or one very recently who you don't consider to be the right one, but at the same time, you haven't let go. You are still attached. Lucy, just write your question and I'll try and get to it. So is your life partner is somebody who lives very close to you, is somebody from the place of your roots. So it's somebody, 1 second, DJ wants to join in. It's somebody who I would suggest you know already. I don't know if you've had somebody and lost that person and you want them back, or you're with somebody and you want to get rid of them, you don't feel they're the right person. The person who is your life partner, who is the right person for you, is somebody who is from your hometown, somebody from where you grew up, somebody who you probably grew away from. So it could be somebody that you knew in the past. I've just seen your past love. Yes, I've got goosebumps again. That person is considered to be your life partner, and that may be very difficult for you going forward. But looking at the cards, I would suggest that there is more to come. There is more, sorry, DJ, there is more of a future to come with somebody from your past. And it's not going to be easy for you, because it doesn't say that they're with somebody else at all, but it suggests that you have no real contact with them as it stands right now. But the advice for me, for you from the cards, would suggest to me that you consider somebody from your hometown, consider somebody you know as being a possible future life partner. The issue may be that the cards are showing you're feeling that this is your life partner and you've not moved away from that yet. And if that is the case, then I will ask. Just ask rather than... Will you have contact with this person again? Sorry, I'm setting my attention while I talk, while I shuffle. My advice to you is, if you still strongly believe that this person is, if you strongly believe that this person is somebody that you could go forward with, then maybe open the lines of communication again. However, that if you don't, there is somebody else on the horizon. So if you decide to move on, there is another life partner on the horizon for you, but it won't happen unless you fully let go of this person in the past. So the advice is to make your decision. You are either going to commit to try and get this person back, or you commit to starting a new future, new partner future, and then there is very much someone on the horizon for you. Okay, I'm going through the comments again. We have a lot here and I don't know where to start now. Hello, Alex. Is it a good time for you to start your own business? Is it a good idea to start your own business? What will be the outcome if you start a new business? Your own business. Absolutely a wonderful idea. It is a long-term plan. It is something that would secure your retirement even. It's not something that you would live off immediately, but something that would take you through to retirement and then have some rolling revenue in as you go along. So it's more of a progression, if you like. If you are thinking of I'm looking at them, I'm messing my hair now. If you are thinking about starting this with a particular person in mind, please note that it could cause issues in your relationship with that person. So when you first start your business idea and start making it a tangible business operation, it's important to consider who you are working with and whether that's somebody you want to be working with in the long term, and whether you have the same visions of what this is going to be. But it's an absolutely great idea, and you should keep me in touch and let me know how it goes. Who's next? Crow Girl. What will help you get through your grief? Oh my God. Okay, Crow Girl. It's very difficult to give this advice. It's very difficult to look at the cards and give this advice. The advice for you to get over your grief is that you have to do your thing. You have to leave your partner to get on with their thing, and you do you. You are sat back to back, and partner has to focus on their work. So the way to get over your grief is to leave your partner, not leave your partner, but leave your partner to do their own thing. Let your partner deal with their stuff and you do you. It's a really simple spread, and it's really showing you both sat back to back with him getting on with his stuff. So to get over your grief, focus on you and do what gets you through the day. Let him deal with his grief or his issues on his own. Sorry. Next, Mystic Dreamer. Should I be wary of my new roommates? That's a good question. Mystic Dreamer. Sorry, I pulled one, and then I will answer your question. I am just clarifying before I do. So with Mystic Dreamer, with your new roommates or with your roommates, do you need to be wary of them? I asked a simple yes and no to start with, just to see where the energy lies right now, and it was more of a jein. In German that means yes and no combined. So it was a yeah, a little bit, but no, it's really not worth it. So I then laid an advice spread to find out what it's about, and it seems that you are just different people. Your roommates have a very different focus to life as what your focus on life is, and you will be fine. Your living environment will be fine. You are safe, if you like. You will be happy. But you have to realize that they're not the same people as you. You don't need to worry that they will stab you in the back, because they are not stabby in the backy kind of people at heart. They are respectable people, because we have high honors in the mix and good gent. And it shows us that these are people that can be trusted. So there's no mistrust needed. But again, you are like chalk and cheese. And if you focus on yourself in the apartment and what makes you happy, or in the house, what makes you happy, you will be fine. Just leave them to their own devices, if you like. They won't screw you over unless provoked, a bit like a wasp. They will do their own things, and they won't sting unless you really whack them or something. Hope that helped. So Lisa, Ron Edwards, very good, from the World Divination Association. What will the consequences be if I leave my current job? What will the pulling a box spread for you, Ron? Got some interesting cards, that's why I'm going quiet. I would suggest, if you choose to, there's number one, there's nothing in the cards that shows an immediate leaving. There is a group dynamic that you're not happy with, probably in your Abteilung. What's that in English? In your department is probably where the unrest lies. And if you decide to leave your job, there will be future contracts for you. It's not like you are going to be unemployed for a long time. But I also don't see a great sense of satisfaction for you. I see more satisfaction if you went to the head of your department and said you have future plans, and how can you develop those plans, for example. Or in a similar environment, if you look for a company that's very similar, then the transition would be much quicker. You would then transition from one position to another position, like a recruitment agency, if you like. If you are with a recruitment agency, you say, I would like something that's very much like the same what I'm doing, same hours, same blah de blah, and it would greaten the chances of you getting that next job quicker than if you just said, I'm had enough here, I'm going. So maybe test the water. If you are super unhappy, test the water with your supervisors, and then test the water with similar positions in your neighborhood, if you like. Next, will you get to move by the end of the month? Moona. Is it Moona? Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. It could actually slip into, did you say by the end of the month? It could actually slip into the beginning of the following month. So a move can be seen, but it may slide further than a month's time scale. Emma Jade. Will you be successful if you start your own business? Ooh, great cards coming out. Wow, nice. You, my girl, you have to stop doubting yourself. You have amazing cards for starting up your own business. You feel that you can't do it. You probably tell yourself you can't do it. You are not in order in any way. All you need to do is formulate a plan and it will go swimmingly. It will go amazingly. These are probably the best cards I've seen come up for starting a new business. But you struggle with putting a plan in order, or you struggle to get your shit in order, if you like. The issue is you have to just do it. If you are going to want to create your own business or start your own business, you have to start doing it. Procrastination is not going to get you anywhere. Worrying about whether it's going to work out isn't going to get you anywhere. You have awesome cards and you can absolutely start your own business. Go for it and let me know how it goes. Oh my goodness, I don't know how to get down all of these. Dolores, does M still have feelings for you? Mixed bag. He feels like, let me just check. Yeah, he feels like he screwed up. He feels like he lost probably the love of his life. He feels that the relationship wasn't what he thought. For example, he always thought the grass was greener, perhaps is the best way to say it. And he realizes the grass on the other side is covered in cow poo and doesn't smell so nice. So yes, he absolutely has feelings for you. It doesn't mean he's going to do anything about it, but let's have a look. You will receive, you would definitely have communication with him where he shares how much he respects you and shares how much maybe he's screwed up. Let me know. Lucy, that is Lucy Nickerson. That's a really wide question. It's better if you can narrow it down to a theme, but we can have a look. What do you need to be aware of? If you have a partner, Lucy, you have to be aware of your partner's situation right now. There is a person in your life, somebody who is very close to you, who is struggling. They are struggling mentally and they may even suffer from depression but don't show it. So that's what you should be aware of right now. A person who is very close to you at the moment is struggling. Abigail, love reading. Sorry, excuse me. What time are we at? Abigail, there is, I don't know if you have a partner because I've only asked about a love reading for you with 3 cards. It's very small. But I would suggest that there is somebody in the working environment who is a possible love match for you, or he is somebody who's very respected in his environment. He may be currently married. If not, he is slightly older than you, older than the usual guy you would go for, but he is very much on the radar in the coming months. He seems nice. Hi, Philippines. Let's see what, sorry, everything's going. If you have time to see if I'm on the right path career-wise. Wendella. If I say your name wrong, I'm sorry. Sunflower, I'll do you next. I didn't see that. It's all moving as I talk. I'm in a... They really need to sort out this chat function. Wendella. Career path. Is Wendella on the right career path right now? Show me. Oh, yay, we would say in German. Short answer, it's probably not the ideal career path for you. It's just qualify in 1 second. Okay. So the career path itself, the focus or whatever job you are doing is the right job or the right career path for you, but the place you're doing it in isn't. So the environment where you are right now, or the company you are considering or are with right now, is probably not the end game. They're probably not the company you are going to be with in the long term. But when you start looking around and finding the right people and environment, then this will absolutely be the right career path for you. But you need to find that if there is an association or similar related to this line of career, then I would certainly from these cards become a member of the association, and through that you will find your right crowd or find the right place to be in your career. So there's one I missed. Sunflower, is there a future with the man you are thinking of? There can be a future if you want. I wouldn't call him the most obvious choice for you as a long-term person. He is somebody who looks out for himself a lot, and maybe you aren't, what's the best words? I'm not sure it would make you happy in the long run. Not because of him so much, but because of your feelings of worth. So I would suggest, let's ask an advice. Okay. If you want this guy, then go for it. But I believe that somebody else is going to come on the horizon that is a better fit for you. Somebody who comes in left field, who you weren't expecting, and who knocks you off your feet. And this guy then is of less interest to you. I hope that helped in some way. Jane, hi Jane. How can I keep going? Okay, you want an advice? You have to see it as your job right now. You have to file it in your brain as something that isn't forever, and that it is your current position. So see the role as caregiver as a job that you have. That sounds very heartless and very cold. I don't mean it in that way, but you have to see it as a role that you have to fulfill. You need to focus on the spiritual you, because we have great fortune coming in the mix. So you really need to separate the spirit from the physical, separate the spiritual way out from the physical. This is my job and I have to do it. You have to just make that distinction and see it as your role at the moment. I know it's hard, but that's the advice from the cards. So, Car, where are you? Any love interest coming your way soon? You've been single for a while. Come on, let's see some people coming in. Oh my goodness, give me a moment. And I will use Gypsy instead, because I've dropped Kipper all over the floor. Ooh, oh yes. Oh yes, there is absolutely someone coming in. We have, one moment while I can't bear to see my cards on the floor. I don't know if you're thinking about somebody already, or there's somebody that has piqued your interest recently, but there is absolutely somebody on the, sorry, I was looking at comments there. There's absolutely somebody on the horizon for you. This is somebody who is coming in as a complete surprise. So if you do have someone on your mind, it will be surprising to feel that or hear that they have the same interest. Or it's somebody coming in 100% new that you've never heard before, because we have the surprise card that suddenly somebody is entering. I believe by the end of the coming 12 months, I can determine that too. Yeah, very soon. There's somebody coming in very soon. It was the first card that came up. It was the same as the original one. So there's either somebody in your life already, or they're coming in super soon. Mater, Blue Star, Mater. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Should I forget my lover? That's a sad one, isn't it? Let's see. I would suggest holding on to this lover is causing you a great amount of internal pain. You are brought down by the partner constantly, or the lover constantly. You always hope that that will change. You always hope that the future will be different to the past, but you just don't sense a way forward. Oh, if you let go, cut those cords, cut the cords with the lover. cut them. If you can't do energetic cutting, PM me on Facebook, we'll talk about it. But cut those cords with him, because as soon as you do that, love is on the horizon. 100% love is coming to you, and a new love. Now, this doesn't mean that it's not the lover, because it can show him, her. Sorry, I didn't see partner, doesn't matter. The lover can also come in a new environment then, but there's 100% love if you cut the energetic ties that you have. So cut the ties. I'm not saying cut the lover, cut the ties 100%, and then see where that goes, because love is on the horizon. Natural remedies, it did get, I'm sorry, it got buried to Lassie. Will natural remedies improve your health in the next 3 months? My instant reaction to that was 100% yes. But I would suggest that at this moment in time, you don't have the natural remedy that you need. So there is 100% a chance, there is 100% shown that natural remedies will make your health better within 3 months, but have a real careful look and do some research, because I think there's something else out there that you haven't considered yet, natural remedy wise, and that's the one that you need. Great cards, thank you. Hi Karen. Etsy. By adding a new product, sorry, give me a second. By adding a new product, will it be received well for sales? So the product you have in mind, will that be received well for sales? I would suggest that the product that you are considering for sale isn't the one that's going to do the most sales available. It will probably be more work on your side, and the rewards won't be what you have already. So I would consider the product more before I put it on, and consider how either you can market it better, or you can change the core essence of that product to fit your audience. Next. Oh, 2 guys. One. Sorry, it's gossip now. Abigail, you're currently confused with 2 guys, one with whom I have friends with benefits, and the other I recently started dating. Oh, I like this. Let's do friends with benefits, one side, and the dating dude. Come on, cards. Interesting. So the friends with benefits guy is probably the one I would like to be with the most, looking at these cards. The friend with benefits is like an old jacket, if you like, somebody you feel safe with, somebody you enjoy time with. And then the dating guy is a little excitement at the beginning, the newness, but he is probably quite argumentative as a type. So you may find out that, or if he finds out with your friends with benefits, then he'll definitely turn into an argumentative type. So maybe don't tell him about the other one. So the guy you are dating is, yes, very exciting, etc. right now. I don't know if I see him as a long-term dude, really, because I think your friends with benefits guy, I would suggest you are more attached to him than you think you are. So Alyssa, sorry, don't have my glasses on. I have to keep apologizing for that. Is Martin flirting with other girls right now? No, Martin's all right. He's an all right dude. He talks to people, doesn't mean he's flirting. I would say he's pretty black and white as a person type, where he doesn't need to. If he needed to flirt, then he maybe would, but he doesn't need to flirt. He's not somebody who needs that in his life. You want to know if other people are flirting with him? Maybe an ex is flirting with him, or an ex is trying to get him back in some way or other, but she's an ex. He's not really interested. Yasmin, what's coming up in your love life? Love life. Interesting, Yasmin, your love life. Are you with somebody right now? I ask myself from looking at these. Crow girl, I'll ask in a second. Sorry, focus. Focus went then. So we want to know your love life. I set the intention until the end of the year, and it looks like that's the reason I asked Yasmin, because we have the two people sat back to back and the journey away. So it's a journey away from the relationship, and in the coming 3 months it's still going to be very much that leaving business still on the back of you. You are in your love life going to be quite sad, but you are going to be focusing on how you can make it better in the future. This is I've only done till Christmas, so we're only in that short period. So it's a case of the aftermath is still there as we come up to Christmas. I'll do 2020. Yasmin, 2020 love. The love card comes up, 2020. Oh, got some nice goosebumps now as well. So we have some difficult cards and we have the love card in there. We can suggest that you finally, but you don't see me dealing with that person. Can you qualify what you mean? Are you wanting to get back with him? Or I just want to make sure I get my question right for you so I can answer what you need. Yasmin, are you wanting to get back with him or are you wanting to move on? The cards that come up, sorry, I'll just wait. I just asked for 2020, that's all. But it would be nice to know if you're wanting him back, because obviously I can. No. But he's trying to come. Oh, tell him to bugger off. You, in 2020, you cut ties. In 2020, you are, I don't know if you're married and wanting a divorce, etc. But love is very much on the cards for 2020. So if you manage to make the cut, you are going to find someone new. But the cut is, that's why I said you have some very difficult cards, because the death is in there, and death needs to happen before you can move on. We had a similar reading for that before. But you have to, if you want to move on to someone else, you have to cut him off. You have to let go. Good one too, Lassie. So that you have to cut the shit out if you want to move on. I would suggest you are a really nice person and you still do have feelings for this guy, or you feel sorry for him in a certain extent. And that cutting direct off is very difficult for you personally. And it's the merriment card that comes up, which shows two people and well-being rather than one person on the card. So you really need to cut him out if you wish to move on. But like I say, once that cut is made, there is love on the horizon. So it's whether you can make that cut. And if you can, then love is absolutely there. Crow Girl, should you reconnect with lost childhood friends? Welcome. Ooh. Is it lost childhood friends or a particular childhood friend that you are wanting to get in touch with, a particular male childhood friend you are wanting to get in touch with? I would suggest that the intentions for doing that aren't for contacting older friends. There is an intention behind it that isn't 100% in your best interest. There is something probably that you're trying to settle within you from the past. And if you do, you do, basically, but it is not going to settle whatever it is inside that you're looking for. So do it if you like, but question your intentions first and whether you really need it. Christine, hi. For your daughter. Hi, Chris. Nice to have you here. Christine. Maybe there's something emotional. Maybe there's a boy on the horizon. Maybe she is growing into herself. I would suggest that she just doesn't feel good about herself at the moment, that she doesn't feel that she she's probably at an age where she's wanting to fall in love, or she's wanting these highs of falling in love. And still she doesn't she still feels like a girl, but she feels like in between the adult at the same time, and not quite right about herself, something wrong. She probably doesn't like her body very much right now. And she's very much in a romance novel type situation, you know, the Mills and Boons, where you're at that age where everything you want in this loving relationship, but you're not quite there yet, and you don't feel good about yourself. So it's all about this journey of growing up. It's nothing to worry about because we have constancy at the bottom. So don't worry about her. She is a very stable together young lady, but she's having this turmoil of emotions as she grows up, the normal growing up things. Very nice. Okay, I'm going to do one more because I have to go. I've been on over an hour now. Muna, Trev and I have a great connection. Will it turn into something more? It could do. I would say he brings some baggage with him. I would say if he does come into more of a relationship, then he brings a whole lot of baggage with him, maybe from past relationships, where he struggles in general to be in a relationship. So there is a possibility that it will turn into more if you talk about it. But there's also he struggles with things a lot. He struggles with himself. He struggles with his past relationships. He's a bit of a mess, I would say. So that was it. Thank you so much. We do reads in the World Divination Association group on Facebook. We have a weekly Crossroads, it's called Crossroads, a Crossroads post where people can post their questions on and I answer them like this, or other readers, endorsed readers from the World Divination Association answer them, readers who have been tried and tested in their systems. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you on the next one. We'll do YouTube again next time because it worked out well. Have a good one. Bye-bye. And end.